नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आज आपण पुढचा पॉइंट बघणार आहोत. टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस मेन पार्ट्स ऑफ द reproduction, that is pollination, types of pollination, agency of pollination, odd-bearing devices, pollen pistil interaction. These are very important events for the reproduction. So first of all, we are discuss about pollination types and agencies. So what is the definition of pollination? Pollination means the transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of flower. The transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. Pollination process was discovered by Camellia scientists in 1694. Pollination process described by Camellia scientists in 1694. Pollination is very essential steps for seed and fruit formation. They described by Camellia scientists. Pollination is very important for the further process of reproduction, that is fertilization, formation of fruit, formation of seed. Then actually we discuss about types of pollination. There are two types of pollination: self pollination and cross pollination. Self pollination and cross pollination. So what is meant by self pollination? Self means auto. Self means auto, so another name is autogamy, automarriage. It is also called automarriage, self pollination. So what is the definition of self pollination? The transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of flower or different flower present on same plant is called self pollination. What is the definition of self pollination? The transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of flower or different flower present on same plant is called self-pollination. It is also called autogamy. Remember, this is very important for seat examination. Then self-pollination again divided into two types. Self-pollination again divided into two types. First one is a autogamy and second one is a geitonogamy or geitonogamy. Geitonogamy, or some scientists said that geitonogamy. So first of all, study the autogamy. What is meant by autogamy? The transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of flower is called autogamy. Example, best example, pea plant. Always remember this example for seat examination. Then what is meant by geitonogamy? The transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of flower present on same plant. Present on same plant. The transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of another flower present on same plant is called as a geitonogamy. Geitono means or geitonogamy means neighbor. म्हणजे शेजारच्याच फ्लावर त्याच झाडावरती जर त्याचे पोलन ग्रेन पडत असेल तर त्याला म्हणलं तर ट्रान्सपोर्ट होत असेल तर त्याला म्हणलं तर geitonogamy or geitonogamy. Example, cucurbits. Then we discuss about the cross pollination. So what is meant by cross pollination? Cross pollination in another word is allogamy. Allo means difference, gametes means marriage. So what is the definition of cross pollination? The transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of another flower present on different plant having the dissimilar genetic makeup. Dissimilar, त्यांचं genetic makeup हे वेगळं असेल that is called क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन. म्हणजे वेगवेगळ्या डिफरंट प्लांट्स वरती जर पोलंगेन पडत असेल, पोलंगेन ट्रान्सपोर्ट होत असेल, तर त्याला क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन असं म्हणलं जातं. क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन again divided into two parts or two types, genogamy and hybridization. So what is mean by genogamy? The transfer of pollen from anther to the stigma of another flower present on different plant but same species. Different plant but same species is called as a genogamy. And the best example is papaya. Papaya plant, there are same species but plants are different, so it is called genogamy. Then very important process of cross pollination is hybridization. So what is the definition of hybridization? The transfer of pollen from anther of flower to the stigma of another flower present on different from belong to the different species, different sub variety or different variety. It is called hybridization. The best example is varieties of cotton, different varieties of cotton. For example, American cotton or Indian cotton. Two different varieties. The pollination takes place is called cross pollination. Then again recalling pollination definition discovered by the pollination process camellias. Pollination, types of pollination, there are two types of pollination, self pollination and cross pollination. Self pollination is called autogamy, cross pollination is called allogamy. Self pollination is another of two types, autogamy, geitonogamy. Autogamy example fig, geitonogamy or geitonogamy example cucurbits. Cross pollination again two types, genogamy and hybridization. Genogamy example papaya and hybridization example variety of cotton. You remember for example PC word because P cucurbits and again P papaya cotton. So we are next lecture we are going to discuss agency of pollination.